God still heals. Even here, even in Jamaica, He's the same God as He was yesterday. He's the same God today, and He'll be the same forevermore. All right, so on to the meat. I'm just going to jump right into it. I used to be a church bench warmer. Anybody know what that is? You sit in church because you want God to know that, okay, He can't say, I know you not. This is the good thing to do, to go and sit in church. Even if I was bucking, even when I was watching the time, I was there, right? Right, so I used to warm the bench in church. And one day, something changed that drastically. I used to look at people who wrote books and thought, or who were reading Christian books and think, how could they read a Jesus book? How could they read a God book? I mean, it's not the Bible. How boring are they? How boring can they be, you know? Until one day, my life changed, and now I ended up writing one. So I'm going to share with you what happened between church bench warmer and writing the book. So one day, I'm in my office now. I'm a doctor, dermatologist, and I had a patient with a very stubborn wart. It was like a piece of stone embedded in a piece of wall, in a wall. The foot was so tough because this particular lady did not wear shoes very often, right? And the wart was equally tough. So now we have our blowtorch, our medical blowtorch equivalent, and we've tried everything and nothing worked. So the lady is right in front of me. She has her head down and her feet are pointing up. And I am her last hope because I can't send her to a cardiologist, heart specialist to do this. I can't send her to a stomach specialist. I have to do it because I'm the skin person. So I have to do it somehow, and I'm out of options. So I figure I am going to just ask the Lord what to do, to give me a solution, because I can't come up with anything on my own. So I said to my mother, says, Doc, what should I get for you? And I said to her, go and get a scalpel, which is a surgical blade. Now, I know a surgical blade can't cut that foot, right? But I'm just buying time at this point because something has to come to me quickly. So as she darts off, I have my hands outstretched like this. And they're hovering somewhere near to her foot. But I'm just praying, and I say, Lord, use my hands. Give me a solution using my hands to get rid of this wart, because I can't. I'm out of options. And then the unexpected happened. My hands started to get hot. So I'm thinking, okay, scientific brain gets into gear. I'm thinking I'm allergic to something. I had something at lunch. This has happened before. So I start to kind of rub my hands, and I'm just trying to scan my lunch menu, and I'm thinking, did I drink soda? Was it orange juice? What did I have? When something looks odd about what I'm looking at in front of me. So I kind of pay attention, and I notice that there's orange glow between my hand and the lady's foot. So now this orange glow must be bouncing off the walls because, or maybe I need to blink, you know, so I'm blinking, and then I'm looking at the walls thinking, are they orange? No, they're not. Am I wearing orange? I must be wearing orange. No, I'm not. Is there sunset bouncing into the room? My scientific brain is trying to make sense of this. Until the lady started shouting, started saying, ow, 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 and started jiggling her feet. So at this point now, I just move my hands because I don't know what else to do. The nurse darts back into the room, here you go, doc. And she has a scalpel in her hand, and I honestly don't know how to play this out. So I just play normal, you know. So I just say, oh, that's fine, you won't be needing that. Yeah, if you still have the wart, you can call me next week. You know, call me next week. Yeah, and no charge. And I dash out and leave them in there because if she looks back, I don't know if she wants to see what it was that was burning her. I can't explain why there's no instrument in the room, right? So I leave them both in there. And I have a moment in my office when I'm wondering if I've lost my mind, right? I must be crazy because this is some scary, weird stuff, right? But then I remember that I prayed. And I asked the Lord to use my hands. So if I ask the Lord to use my hands, then He used my hands. So then I'm figuring, okay, so that means that God is real? Because all along I thought God is, maybe, yeah, He's real, but He's far away. He's not here. He's far away and He has tons of people. So He no time to come and be of any assistance right here, right? Like this, you know? And yet He does. And yet He did. So it was kind of scary because it was a revelation that God has seen everything. Like right now He's seeing us, you know? He's seen everything, heard everything. He's been there. But it also occurred to me that He wants to help us, you know, which was kind of cool. But if He knew everything about me, then I needed to know everything about Him.